Alright, my name is Ian Peterson, fighting out of old school California, and I just want to give a shout out to Let's Talk Sports Nation.
Let's Talk Sports Nation.
Fighter Ronnie Chambers. This is my coach Eric Rodriguez out of A&B Boxing. We're on Let's Talk Sports Nation.
In the back. Brace Belden, 3rd Street Boxing Gym, and I'm on Let's Talk Sports Nation.
I'm Jason Jackson, and I'm on Let's Talk Sports Nation.
Round for round, baby.
Round for round.
Round for round.
Round for round.
Bah! Round for round.
So I mean, I think Cotto just hits that era, but you know he's got some distance from. But yeah, he's definitely in that era because he could have fought De La Hoya too. You know.
Yeah, but when De La Hoya was really around at the top of the view, Cotto was still up and coming. He was still looked at as up and coming.
He was. But like I would say like at the time when he fought Margarito or something, then he possibly could have, you know, that could have been a time where he could have fought De La Hoya. Definitely.
Then you also have Winky Wright.
Yeah.
But see, his legacy didn't last as long as it should.
It didn't though. You know, I think Winky Wright should have rematched. I think he should have rematched Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, he would have beat Jermaine Taylor.
Yeah.
To me, he beat Jermaine Taylor. But you know how that goes when you're on the A side. John Russell was Vernon Flores. I would have loved to see him in Floyd.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too. That would have been a tough one, man.
That would have been
That would have been a good one. That would have been one where I wouldn't have known who was going to really win that fight. I always wanted to see Floyd fight Paul Williams, though. I did, but for different reasons.
Yeah, that would have been a good fight at the time, but I would have had. I like Paul Williams. He was one of my favorite fighters. Real good dude, but he had a lot of technical flaws. Even though he was so tall, this dude is like 6'4", literally.
Right.
Fighting welterweight.
And you know what was funny too, right? They had him listed at 6'1", but he had to be taller than 6'1".
Man,
Yeah, he was
I'm real close to Paul Williams. He was no lie, Eddie Chambers was like 6'1", he heavyweight. Paul Williams got him by 2
Right. And see, like with Paul Williams, I think for Mayweather, I just think that would have been a marquee matchup because he's so tall. And I actually see Floyd kind of what he did to Diego Corrales to Paul Williams.
Yeah.
I actually saw that would have
The
happened.
thing about Paul Williams, he's so tall, but he don't use his height to advantage.
Right. And then like that would have went right into Floyd's advantage as well. And then other guys I would have liked to see Floyd fight with Casa Tzu. Casa Tzu definitely.
That would have been a good fight, but I have Floyd taking them apart.
I do too, but it would have been one of those like all-time fights. I think it would have been brutal, but I think Floyd would have. You know what? That fight could have been like Jose Luis Castillo.
But yeah, because it would have been an early fight because, you know, Floyd in his early years, he was brawling.
Right.
He was brawling with him, so it would have been probably an early fight. Yeah, I would see that being a very physical fight.
Right. So like, you know, getting to Floyd's career, which is interesting. I think out of all of the boxers that you can say that's in his.
Costa used to give all them props. Vernon Flores used to beat everybody in the amateurs. The only person he had a problem with in the amateurs was Costa.
Casa Tzu was tough though, but
Yeah, man.
I think because what I heard was that because you know Casa Tzu at that time when him and Floyd could have fought, he was fighting once a year. And what he did was he chose to fight Ricky Hatton, you know, over Floyd. And then we all know the story. I mean, Ricky Hatton won, basically mauled him to death. more so than boxed. You know, and then Floyd wanted to fight Ricky Hatton later. You know, he was supposed to fight Ricky Hatton after that, actually, but I think Ricky Hatton's dad said, nah, he's not big enough because it was 140.
You know a fight I wanted to see at that time that I used to get in debates with Cotto and Ricky Hatton because they was both, I remember, getting hype coming up together.
Right.
I think Cotto would have torn him apart, but...
Well, we know that for sure now, though, because how Ricky turned out.
That would have been a great fight, though.
Been.
That would have been a great fight, though, because Ricky Hatton was tough. He had a good chin. I think Cotto was just stronger.
Yeah.
And a better...
If Ricky Hatton could have hold you or outwork you, he's not beating you. He comes straight forward.
Right. But he had a sort of kind of technique with his style, which was interesting. Like, he would come forward, grab you, maul you, push you off him, and then land some punches. You know, which was kind of awkward. You know, usually guys land some punches, then they hold, you know, but he kind of reversed it. And I think Floyd, that's one of his standout fights too. Because Ricky Hatton, I don't think he had been dropped yet, right? And Floyd stopped him. And it was interesting. Floyd would clinch Ricky Hatton before he can clinch him. Wrestle with him a little bit, then throw some punches. And he kind of...
It's funny, my man Carl Dargan was actually sparring Ricky Hatton for that fight, and he told me that was going to happen. Because he was one thing Ricky Hatton had a problem with is anybody who can just box.
Right.
Always gave him fit. He was like, man, Floyd going in there and destroy it, boy.
Right. So moving right along, I think with Floyd, definitely, I think with his career, I think he puts a cap to that era because he's the only one that definitively stands out. You know, in that De La Hoya, that Mosey, that Winky Wright era, I think he stands out.
Whether you hate him or like him,
Whether you hate him or like him. So where does Floyd, where does he stand amongst the all-time greats?
It's hard to pick great in this era. It's just hard to do. As a I'll put it this way: as a technical and as a pure boxer, Floyd is definitely up there with anybody you can name, top 10. But it's hard to be like, because one, they never would match each other. It's different. People might hate on eras, but every era advances. It's kind of like how people argue, oh, Muhammad Ali is the greatest. Main reason I say Muhammad Ali is the greatest is because of his impact outside of boxing and what he did to sports period. He was a great boxer, but if somebody said Floyd is a better boxer than Muhammad Ali,
they're right.
Technically true.
That's true.
They're right. So it's kind of hard. There's some stuff, I'll put it this way. With Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd, to me, Sugar Ray Leonard, the only thing he had on Floyd is that he threw with combinations.
Right.
As a technical boxer, there's some stuff I can point out that Floyd did it better than Sugar Ray Leonard.
Right. Because
it's hard. And then, you know, nowadays boxers ain't fighting 6 times a year on a championship level like back in the day.
Right.
That's why Sugar Ray Robinson had crazy records because they used to fight every month.
Right.
So it's hard.